Are these military drone aircraft reverse engineered from captured UFOs? The team from UFO magazine is in Fort Collins, Colorado, looking at the strangest evidence of reverse engineering in recent years.
This actually was taken allegedly in Bakersfield, California, showing a very obviously clear craft. It looks very sophisticated.
The photo was posted anonymously on an internet public forum. The craft is hoop-shaped, with spires on top that presumably provide some sort of lift or propulsion. James Carrion is the international director of MUFON, the Mutual UFO Network, founded in 1969 to scientifically and objectively investigate UFOs. It has become one of the outstanding resources for UFO research.
Another series of photos came out May 16, Capitola, California.
This photo was posted by someone using a different screen name, but it seems to show the same craft in a different part of the state.
Now, after these initial images came out, in May, another series of images were reported directly to MUFON's website, allegedly taken by a cell phone.
3 sets of photos, seemingly of the same craft. What is the correlation? Most of the locations are near Saratoga, California, and that's not all. Nearby are NASA's Ames Research Center, and 10 miles away, Moffett Field, also now administered by NASA. This has added to the speculation that the craft, whatever it is a creation of the United States government.
This last series of photos that came out in Big Basin, California in June, if you look closely enough at them, you'll see that they have on them symbols.
The cryptic symbols on the drone's body do not resemble any known alphabet, but one person has come forward claiming to know their origin.
A gentleman named Isaac claimed that he recognized the symbols that were on these drone craft because he worked on them under a secret government project back in the 1980s called the CARROT program.
In June 2007, a man identifying himself as Isaac posted a letter on the internet claiming he had been an engineer for a secret government program called CARROT, Commercial Application Research for Extraterrestrial Technology. He backed up his claims by posting documents which he had allegedly stolen from CARROT and photocopied. Quote, "The military was hard at work trying to understand and use the extraterrestrial artifacts it had in its possession. MUFON has been investigating the claims and analyzing the CARROT documents to assess Isaac's credibility."
So he released a series of documentation, and these were the major allegations. He believes these craft use invisibility technology, that the reason they were seen by these photo witnesses is because the invisibility cloak was disrupted by some non-human technology.
The claims from this elusive witness may seem extreme, but scientists, engineers, and experts the world over believe that governments have been reverse engineering alien craft for the past 60 years. But such claims have never before been supported with documents and photographs as clear and detailed as these.
Check this out. What if there was this reverse engineering program going on, and then these are like little test flights happening in the skies?
So for me to get a better sense of this, we need to get some image analysts to review those, experts in their fields who could look at the case here and give us their expert opinion.
Look, I'll tell you one thing. Reverse engineering is very, very tough to prove. Extremely tough to prove. But there are some incredible experts in the field and see what their take is on what's been reverse engineered technology. So, Pat, let's collect this material. Let's get to the experts.
You got it.
Claim that the U.S. government is actively engaged in reverse engineering alien craft has always been highly controversial. But recently, new material has been released purporting to be photographic and documentary evidence of recovered alien technology. Proof at last, or something else?
Whoa!
Today's mainstream technology could have been wholly developed by our planet's cleverest species, us. But the idea that we've reverse engineered some devices from alien technology continues to intrigue. As with these photographs, allegedly of U.S. military drones inspired by real UFOs. MUFON director James Carrion notes striking similarities between the photographs of the purported military drone and a famous UFO crash in Pennsylvania. December 9, 1965. Thousands of people in 6 states and Ontario, Canada, report seeing a brilliant fireball streak overhead. A number of frantic calls from witnesses were recorded on tape and still survive.
Across the sky came a huge white ball of fire.
There was an object in the sky 15 minutes before 5.
Metallic debris reportedly drops over northern Ohio, and the object causes sonic booms in western Pennsylvania. According to witnesses, it finally lands in the woods outside Kecksburg, Pennsylvania, 30 miles southeast of Pittsburgh. Local firemen rush to the scene, but discover a U.S. military unit has already cordoned off the area. Soldiers reportedly take the mysterious object to an undisclosed location, presumed to be Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio. The official explanation is that a meteor has crashed. But numerous witnesses and newspapers believe that this was in fact a UFO, and that it has played a key role in the U.S. military's reverse engineering program.
If you look at eyewitness information who actually saw the Kecksburg object, they saw it make a 25-degree trajectory change and some sort of intelligent control when it came down. And eyewitness testimony states that what they found was an intact craft on the ground. It had made a trench where it had come down after it broke through a bunch of trees, and that it was retrieved intact by the military, put on a flatbed truck, and transported out of the area.
Carrion's research has revealed that numerous eyewitnesses of the Kecksburg crash reported seeing strange symbols on the base of the UFO. When the town erected a monument to the crashed object, the symbols were prominently recreated. And now, 40 years after the crash, they are apparently turning up in another context.
So we see the correlation between the symbols on the drone craft and the symbols that were seen on the Kecksburg.
If the Carrot documents are indeed real, they indicate the government may be using private industry to reverse engineer. Private entities have another advantage. They're immune to Freedom of Information requests.
That object that is in that image is completely inconsistent with the physics of aircraft flying. For example, the mass distribution or the center of gravity is way off. There's no way that could fly through air at high speed, which leaves me thinking there's some miracle technology that's way beyond anything we can understand. Maybe it's enveloped in a force field, and that's providing the aerodynamics. You know, it's speculation, but it's important to look at the physics of what's being presented.
Have you had a chance to analyze this?
Oh yeah, these are some of the drone images.
Dr. Bruce Maccabee was an optical physicist for the United States Navy, specializing in imagery analysis. He and Ted Ackworth analyzed the drone photographs.
Yeah, these pictures were essentially posted on the internet. I should point out that clearly this is not an aerodynamic type of structure that we're looking at here. If it really is real and flying along, it's using some extraordinary means. It could be extremely lightweight and blowing air downwards, I suppose.
It's immediately obvious that these vehicles, if real, defy conventional aerodynamics. In order to fly, they would have to use some unknown method of propulsion and lift.
It seems that just about every case, the quality of images is very low. In this case, with military drones, for once, we have what appear to be very well exposed digital photographs. Wait a second, it's missing some pieces of the craft. And this is early?
Maccabee notes that one of the earliest photographs, allegedly taken in May 2007, differs from a photo said to be taken a month later. The most recent image shows a more highly developed craft.
And this is early?
I said this is a more developed version of it.
So you're saying that there are a series of images that were posted that show a progression of features on the craft?
Well, you can see how this initial version was. It had spires or spikes that came up. It had a circular donut-shaped main body. It had a tail going out to the side and a spike coming off.
And yet, over subsequent images, it's developed or grown more components. Either that means this craft is actually deploying additional hardware or parts, or somebody is building up a CGI model and developing the complexity of the model over the sequence of the photos.